In today's video, we're going to explore how the integration of artificial intelligence can revolutionize Frost Giant's RTS game, Stormgate. In Stormgate, the integration of AI enables the enemies within the game to exhibit dynamic and adaptive behavior. This means that the enemy you encounter will not simply follow pre-programmed patterns or scripted actions. Instead, they will actively learn and adapt to your strategies, making each encounter a unique and challenging experience. Dynamic behavior refers to the ability of the enemy factions to respond in real time to the changing conditions of the game. They can assess the battlefield, analyze your movements, and dynamically adjust their tactics accordingly. For example, if you're using a particular strategy that proves effective, the AI-powered enemies may quickly recognize this and implement measures to neutralize your advantage. They might reinforce their defenses, change their unit composition, or even flank your forces to exploit weaknesses they have identified. Adaptive behavior takes the concept of dynamic behavior a step further. The AI algorithms analyze your playstyle, take note of your strengths and weaknesses, and then adapt their strategies to exploit your vulnerabilities. This means that as you progress through the game, the enemy factions become increasingly aware of your preferred tactics and adjust their approach to challenge you more effectively. They may launch surprise attacks, exploit terrain advantages, or prioritize their resources to counter your specific strategies. The implementation of dynamic and adaptive enemy behavior in Stormgate adds depth and replayability to the gameplay experience. It creates a sense of unpredictability and forces you, as the player, to constantly adapt and refine your own strategies. It also provides a more immersive and realistic environment where the enemies feel like formidable opponents who can think, learn, and respond to your actions. Furthermore, the dynamic and adaptive enemy behavior contributes to the long-term engagement of players. It encourages experimentation with different tactics and approaches, as you must constantly evolve your strategies to stay one step ahead of the AI-powered enemies. This ensures that each playthrough offers a fresh and challenging experience, making Stormgate a game you can enjoy and revisit. This type of AI is deep learning, which is a subset of machine learning that utilizes artificial neural networks with multiple layers to process and learn from complex patterns and data. In the case of Stormgate, the AI algorithms responsible for enemy behavior can be trained using these deep learning techniques. They are trained on large datasets, including gameplay data, to learn the relationships between different game states, player actions, and their corresponding outcomes. By processing and analyzing this data, the AI algorithms can identify effective strategies, patterns, and responses that result in successful gameplay. The deep learning models used for dynamic and adaptive enemy behavior are designed to continually update and refine their understanding of the game environment. They can learn from both the player's actions and their own performance, allowing them to adapt and improve their strategies over time. This iterative learning process enables the AI-powered enemies to become more challenging and provide a more immersive and dynamic gaming experience. To illustrate a practical example, consider many StarCraft II co-op commander missions. Often the player has foresight on where and when enemy waves will spawn and can effectively counter them with static defense, or even proactively set up the same defense on top of spawning waves to immediately dismantle them. This is accomplished because StarCraft II co-op maps run off scripts that are often repeated in an identical fashion, which is StarCraft II's combination of dated reactive AI and heuristic algorithms. Simply put, reactive AI focuses on immediate, real-time responses to the game's current state without considering long-term planning or strategy, such as moving workers away from a Banshee attack. Heuristic algorithms, on the other hand, involve a set of predefined rules to guide decision-making based on evaluating the available options. This is pretty much AI as most gamers know it, and is often used in chess-playing AI, where each move essentially has a rating and path forward. An example here would be an AI Zerg taking into anti-air units after being attacked by Void Rays. Again, very useful, but requires careful design and is too predictable in many instances, as games like StarCraft II or upcoming Stormgate are significantly more complex, with an almost immeasurable number of intricacies. Going back to the co-op mode example, Using modern-day deep learning, the model could review historic player builds and behavior and avoid sending waves directly into usual static defense areas and instead build different units or mix up the timings or even move them with varied rally points. These deep learning models take into account a wide range of factors, such as the current game state, the player's actions, the resources available, and the objectives of the enemy factions. By considering these variables, the AI algorithms can make informed decisions that maximize their chances of success in the game. For instance, in Stormgate, the AI-powered enemies may analyze the battlefield, assess their own forces and capabilities, evaluate the threat posed by the player, and determine the most effective strategies to achieve their goals. This could involve deciding whether to defend or launch an attack, choosing the appropriate unit compositions, or prioritizing certain objectives based on the situation at hand. The deep learning algorithms continually learn and adapt as they receive feedback from the game environment and the outcomes of their decisions. This iterative learning process allows the AI to improve its decision-making abilities over time, becoming more sophisticated and challenging for the player, such as having the AI engage in marine splitting to minimize damage from area of effect attacks, or perform precise unit focus fire to eliminate high-priority targets, just like it sees the pros execute. Another use case is procedural generation, which refers to the use of algorithms and rules to create content or generate game elements dynamically. In the case of Stormgate, AI-driven procedural generation could involve using AI algorithms to generate various aspects of the game world, such as maps, landscapes, missions, quests, and other gameplay elements. While procedural generation alone can produce randomized content, the integration of AI techniques, such as machine learning, allows for more intelligent and adaptive generation. Machine learning algorithms can be trained on large datasets of existing game content to learn patterns and structures, and then apply this learned knowledge to generate new content that adheres to similar patterns. For example, in Stormgate, AI-driven procedural generation can create diverse and unique maps by analyzing existing maps and learning the underlying rules and patterns. The AI algorithms can then generate new maps that exhibit similar characteristics but have their own distinct features and layouts. This approach ensures that each playthrough offers a different terrain and environment, adding replayability and freshness to the game. This is not to be confused with generic map generators, as AI-driven procedural generation can be employed to create quests, missions, and other gameplay elements. The AI algorithms can analyze existing content, such as quest structures, objectives, and rewards, and generate new content based on the learned patterns. This enables the game to provide a wide variety of quests and missions that offer unique challenges and experiences. The combination of procedural generation and AI techniques allows Stormgate to offer a vast and ever-changing world for players to explore. It provides a dynamic and immersive gameplay experience with a variety of generated content that adapts to the player's actions and preferences. Also recommended is an AI-assisted player support that involves integrating AI algorithms into the game to provide players with personalized suggestions, tips, and strategies to enhance their gameplay experience. This AI system acts as a virtual advisor or assistant, analyzing the player's actions, progress, and gameplay patterns to offer relevant and helpful guidance. The AI algorithms employ natural language processing techniques to understand and interpret player inputs and queries. By analyzing the player's interactions, the AI system can gather information about their gameplay style, preferences, and areas where they may need assistance. This allows AI to provide tailored recommendations and support. Machine learning techniques are used to train the AI algorithms on vast datasets that encompass gameplay data, strategies, and expert knowledge. The AI models learn from this data to understand effective tactics, optimal resource management, and other game-related insights. This knowledge is then utilized to offer specific suggestions to players based on the individual gameplay context. For example, in Stormgate, the AI-assisted player support system can analyze the player's current mission, available resources, and previous gameplay patterns. It can then provide suggestions on unit composition, strategic approaches, or resource allocation to optimize the player's chances of success. Additionally, the AI-assisted support system can respond to player inquiries by providing explanations, clarifications, or tips on various game mechanics, objectives, or challenges. It can also adapt its recommendations based on the player's skill level, offering more beginner-friendly advice or advanced strategies for experienced players. The integration of AI-assisted player support in Stormgate enhances the overall gaming experience by providing players with personalized and real-time guidance. It helps players improve their skills, overcome challenges, and make the most of their gameplay sessions. In summary, AI-assisted player support in Stormgate would combine natural language processing and machine learning techniques to offer tailored recommendations and assistance to players. By analyzing player data and expert knowledge, the AI system provides personalized guidance to enhance the player's understanding of the game and improve their gameplay performance. Sorry to disappoint, but ChatGPT in reality is a large language model that can leverage natural language processing against a vast amount of data it has been previously trained on. So while it's great at facilitating interactive conversations, it won't be able to split marines or watch you do it. ChatGPT is not a lift and shift operation for RTS gaming, and will instead require extensive hardware equipped to run the necessary deep learning algorithms in-house vector databases to enhance the user experience. The immediate experience Frost Giant is working toward is competitive 1v1, so I do not expect anything other than heuristic AI to be necessary here. However, expectations are high that they will incorporate machine learning to make their co-op versus AI experience truly game-changing.